It's the Texas weather discussion video for Tuesday, the 15th of January. I'm Donovan Neal. After very, very chilly temperatures yesterday, we began to slowly moderate and become warmer towards the end of this work week, and then we turned brutally cold. The coldest air mass of the season actually arrived Sunday morning. So here's the upper air look across the continental United States this morning. You can see that we still have that zonal flow here. Storm that upper low beginning to impact some parts of the United States beginning to move to the east, and with temperatures a little bit warmer than yesterday, mostly in the low 40s and upper 30s for most areas involved. And again, we'll begin to slowly moderate as we head towards the end of this week, only in the low 50s this time around. Across the watch warning map, got some winter weather advisories in effect for parts of the eastern 2/3 of Iowa, northern part of Illinois, and parts of Michigan, and of course some parts of the Four Corners air region. And we also have dense fog advisories for parts of the plains, central high plains. But other than that, down here in the south, we remain mostly quiet. Across the convective outlook, no severe weather is expected today, and not much thunder is expected at all, with a cold, stable air mass in place. So here's the average precipitation for the next 7 days, followed through Tuesday morning of next week. Heaviest totals remain off to the east and northern California, and down here, amounts around less than an inch for parts of North Texas this Saturday, and maybe even to parts of this Friday if we can squeeze any rain during the day on Fridays. So let's go on to the model output. This is the O6Z run of the GFS followed this afternoon at noon. You can see we have that zonal flow across the central United States here. Down here, again, that zonal flow is creating some relatively dry conditions here. And as a result, each day we'll mention a chance of a mix of sun and clouds. Highs mostly in the low 50s today. And on Wednesday, pretty much the same deal. Mix of sun and clouds, except we'll be in the low 60s. Same thing on Thursday. And we actually turn mild on Friday. We actually turn quite mild. We could see highs in the low to mid 70s in most places, although we'll be mostly cloudy. Now look at that 998 millibar low that's trying to develop near Kem, Colorado, and by Saturday morning, that basically moves in here and produces a little bit of rain as we head into Saturday morning. But the good news is it only lasts into early Saturday morning. It won't last to the afternoon. The afternoon should be mostly dry. And that freezing line and notice how that freezing line is basically just to the north of the Red River, near the Texas-Oklahoma border. And by Sunday, that freezing line is basically right in our area at that point. Sunday during the afternoon, might I add. As a result of that 1046 millibar low, the coldest air of the season basically arrives Sunday morning. Basically Sunday morning and Sunday during the day. Let's take a look at the wind chill indices once more. You can see wind chill indices mostly in the teens Sunday morning, and even some single-digit readings. But go up north where they're mostly in the negative teens in most spots. Wow! But for our situation here in North Texas, although highs will mostly be in the low 30s. But don't be complacent about these single-digit readings, because these are not to be messed with, quite honestly. And here's Monday of next week. After brutally cold air mass, Monday we'll still have lows in the mid 20s, but I think we'll warm to around the mid 40s on Monday with a mix of sun and clouds. But here's a week from today, Tuesday, the 22nd of January. We have a little bit of troughing trying to swoop into the southwestern United States, and down here we do stay dry, with highs mostly in the upper 40s. Now here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Friday, the 25th of January. We have heights basically. We have a very deep trough basically infiltrating here, and down here that could be another cold air mass. We're not so sure yet. It's still not too clear in this range. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days coming off the GFS ensemble, we basically stay mild as we head towards Saturday. We start to see a slow moderation of temperatures, but then once we have the coldest air mass of the season, at the lows mostly in the mid 20s, and as we start to warm up, lows will basically hover around the 35 below the 35-degree range, and then as we head towards the end of this month, lows basically in the mid to upper 40s. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. Next video here is expected to be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch the local TV stations on the air this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.